Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. I will first share what HEC is doing, and then I will come to the topic of the today's discussion, that how the National Socio-Economic Registry is important from HEC standpoint. The Higher Education Commission was established in 2002. Before the establishment of Higher Education Commission, the universities were being looked after through University Grants Commission, and the situation had gone to quite worse, where we had around 67 universities and less than 500 PhD faculty members in those universities. So day by day, the standards of higher education were going down. In order to address these serious problems, Higher Education Commission was established. Now it is heartening to note that we have over 200 universities, starting from 67 in 2002. We have over 10,000 PhD faculty members at this point in time serving in our universities, whereas in 2002 these were less than 500, to be exact 370 something. So this is a big increase. But despite all this, at this point in time, the total enrollment in the higher education sector is 2.6 million, which was 670,000 in 2002. So a big increase has taken place because higher education has focused on three fundamental principles. The first one is the access and equity. Access means that everyone shall have the opportunity to go for higher education as long as the resources and the desire permits. So the government has taken up the challenge to establish either a university or campus of a university at each district of Pakistan, which is a very, very big undertaking. At the same time, before the establishment of Higher Education Commission, the enrollment in our universities female enrollment in our universities was less than 30%. So there was a survey conducted by Gallup, in which less than 30% of the parents wanted their daughters to go for higher education. In 2015, the survey was again conducted, and now more than 60% of the parents want their daughters to go for higher education. And very recently I was visiting Korea, and I saw females who were, there was a girl, she was daughter of a rickshaw driver, and she is doing PhD in South Korea. So it was heartening to note that our girls are having so much opportunity. At this point in time, earlier I shared with you the female enrollment in our universities was less than 30%. Now it is 49%. So, and the even more interesting and very good thing is, in all the convocation of the universities you go and attend, you will see that the toppers are 80% are females. So that is a very big achievement and change which has taken place. After access and equity, the next challenge which higher education faces is the quality and the standards in line with the international universities. So we have done quite a lot of work in this particular direction. Out of 204 universities, 176 universities have the quality enhancement cell established, and those the people who are employed in those quality enhancement cells have been trained on specific standards related to higher education. So a lot of work still need to be done because this is one factor which will determine how good our education is. The third and the most important factor is the research output. Earlier, before establishment of Higher Education Commission, the total research output from our universities was around 700 impact factor journal publications. Now it has crossed 12,000 impact factor journal from our universities. But the even more important factor which we are trying to focus is that how does this research relate to our social problems and economic empowerment. So that is one of the area where HEC is now very strongly focused, and we have initiated programs like thematic research grant for social sciences, where we need to focus on the issues related to our society. So we have special funding mechanism for this. We have national research program for universities. Over 3 billion rupees are set aside for this particular program. Then we have university industry partnership program. For university industry partnership programs, we have a mechanism that if industry is ready to chip in, the proposal is approved within 2 months and the funding is released. Now, coming on to National Socio-Economic Registry, over the years, a lot of data has been collected, and this data exists all around the world. But the more important thing is what kind of meaning and the decisions we draw out of this whole sea of data which is available. And a new field has emerged in the title of data science, and this data, if mined and used properly, can help the policymakers reach to very, very meaningful decisions. And that is one of the area where National Socio-Economic Registry becomes very, very important. We have programs related to laptop distribution scheme, where every year we distribute around 150,000 laptops, and each profile which is collected has more than 30 fields related to it. So you can well imagine the data which exists at our end. Similarly, we have Prime Minister scholarship program, 130,000 students are benefiting, and then there are various other social programs. So now this is my first interaction about National Socio-Economic Registry. So I was thinking that many interesting ideas and researches can be developed. For example, the nutrition profile of the people who are benefiting from the Benazir Income Support Program will be very, very beneficial in looking at how the children in the families are being grown, and what kind of factors and what kind of nutrition which affects in either improving the health or health deterioration. Then what kind of diseases which exist in this strata of the society, what is the frequency, how the regional distribution for these particular diseases are. As far as education is concerned, a lot of meaningful inferences can be drawn for in-school and out-of-school children, the continuity of these children as far as their education is concerned, what are the factors which affect in taking these children out of school. Similarly, identification and analysis of factors which help people graduate from one poverty level to another. And once we know those factors, then we can actually focus those particular factors in improving the outcomes. Similarly, a lot of information can be drawn using social media. So I would have asked the universities to work very closely with BISP. There is a huge amount of data which is available, and we are organizing a data science conference in April. So this BISP data will be one of the major resources where we would like to see and initiate projects. Similarly, HEC will be very, very much interested in initiating various kind of research projects which can help BISP in looking at the data from various kind of dimensions. So I thank you very much to the management of BISP for giving us the opportunity. This has helped at least me understand how important this data is, and we will make every possible effort to make use of this data.